The Minister of Finance and National Economy, Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, affirmed that Bahraini women play a vital role in the kingdom's comprehensive development process, led by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and supported by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa. The minister made the statements while meeting the Secretary General of the Supreme Council for Women, Hala bint Muhammad Jabir Al Ansari, the Assistant Secretary General of the SCW, Sheikh Hadina bint Rashid Al Khalifa, and the Advisor for the International Relations and Follow-up at the SCW, Muhammad Abdurrahman Al Faris. The Finance Minister praised the efforts made by the Supreme Council for Women, led by Her Royal Highness Princess Sabika bint Ibrahim Al Khalifa, wife of His Majesty the King and President of the SCW, to empower Bahraini women in all the fields. Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa congratulated the SCW on its 22nd anniversary and commended the unremitting efforts made by the Council to support Bahraini women and launch initiatives and plans that empower them in various fields. The Finance Minister underlined the distinguished role of Bahraini women in supporting various paths of economic development to achieve the desired development goals. The two sides reviewed the national gender balance model and the contributions of the SCW to integrate women's needs in development, in addition to discussing general policies to support and empower Bahraini women. The SCW Secretary General expressed her appreciation to the Minister for his continuous cooperation and keenness to support the SCW, stressing the importance of continuing joint cooperation and coordination. During the weekly cabinet meetings on Monday, headed by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, the government approved the memorandum of the Ministerial Committee for Financial and Economic Affairs and Fiscal Balance regarding increasing the paid-up capital of the Iskan Bank to 250 million Bahraini dinars to implement new housing financing programs. The increase in the paid-up capital of the Iskan Bank will contribute to accelerating the implementation of new housing financing programs plan, as well as reducing the waiting lists by expanding the types and privileges of financing services to the citizens for the sake of providing the best and most appropriate housing services for citizens to ensure their stability and achieve a decent life. The message sponsored by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning since its establishment in order to provide the first living requirement for the citizen. As the housing file was and still remains the top government priority in its programs headed by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, and for the sake of reducing the waiting list by encouraging citizens to choose one of the new financing services that save time and waiting, through expanding the privileges of financing services including purchase financing, construction financing, restoration financing, in addition to the financing service provided by the Messiah program in partnership with the commercial banks. The Housing March has witnessed many progress over the past decades, and the prominent feature of these was the housing options for the citizens, through diversifying housing financing services, in addition to developing housing policies and legislation to expand the base of beneficiaries of housing services, which is in line with the 11th goal of Sustainable Development Goals. A report by the Gulf Statistical Center has revealed that the Kingdom of Bahrain has achieved 100% in the Health Care Coverage Index. The achievement embodies the extent of the Kingdom's interest in the health and medical sector and places it on its top priority. The health sector in the Kingdom is also keen to achieve the goals of sustainable development by committing to taking actual steps in order to improve the health for all, in light of the comprehensive development march led by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and the continuous follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa. During a bulletin issued by the Gulf Statistics Center, the Kingdom of Bahrain has demonstrated its progress in the health sector, as the health sector provides services to all, which includes preventative diagnostic, therapeutic and rehabilitative services through primary healthcare centers that form the cornerstone of the health system in the Kingdom of Bahrain by achieving high rates of up to 100% in the healthcare sector, prenatal healthcare and healthcare systems. The support given by the Kingdom of Bahrain to the health sector has contributed to the development and sustainability of the health sector services, as well as enhancing its quality and efficiency. The volume of electronic commerce increased to more than 696 million Bahraini dinars during the first 6 months of the year, registering a 12% growth compared to the volume of e-commerce for the same period last year. The rise has come in line with the national strategic initiatives for e-commerce and was due to the continued progress in developing the infrastructure of the telecommunications sector in the Kingdom of Bahrain. The increase comes as a result of simplifying laws and mechanisms for individuals and companies to list their products and services in e-commerce platforms, in addition to supporting and facilitating transactions based on online commerce. The concerned government and private bodies in the Kingdom of Bahrain have contributed to the creation of integrated solutions that enabled Bahrain to occupy a prominent position in the world of e-commerce, to be a center for the trade in the region. Among these solutions is the organization of sales operations through the internet and the diversification of the secure payment gateways, the issuance of legislation and laws, and the organization of comprehensive strategy plans, the rapid economic growth, industrialization, and local consumption, which in turn led to the prosperity of electronic commerce.